Hey everybody, welcome to Street Freaks Garage today, and thank you guys very much for stopping on by. Today we're going to be attacking the Christine project again today, getting on some more of that metal work. So here we go. Let's get some tools and get to work. Okay, first of all, you guys have already seen the rocker thing, so we're not going to cover that again today, but you kind of see that. And this piece back here, this tool out of the way, you kind of see we worked on some of the finishing on this piece here today. We do got a little touch-up welds here I want to do yet just to fill some holes in, but overall this nice patch piece here came out real nice. We had to do a new bottom on it and a new insert right here and make that bend. So it came out pretty nice just for kind of sanding and finishing it as of right now. That turned out pretty well. Let's see, jumping into the floors. We cut a lot more of the floors out today, as you can see, the seat areas here, and there's going to be more of it even cut out as we get going. We're going to be cutting a little bit more of the floors out. But what we did is we ended up replacing the brace right here today, the front brace. We replaced that, and you can see we welded it onto the good part of the existing brace that existed right there. So we kind of just welded that from the bottom and from the top. So far, we will double check everything once we get the car flipped over on a rotisserie and go from there. But we do want to get some structural stuff happening with the floors right now, so we're going to work on those. You can see this piece right here. We had put this in out of a donor car. This piece that came out of a donor car. This whole entire section right here. So we put that in. We're going to go ahead and cut the floor right up here. I don't know if you can see that from this straight line right here, from this cut right here. We're going to go ahead and cut that all the way over, straight over to there, and then cut it down to here and then replace that section. This is the reproduction floor, or the one that is supposed to be a reproduction floor, which is, yeah, I'm not going to go there. So what we're going to do is we're going to make that piece fit up in here. We're going to butt it up to here, and then we're going to put some slices in the top of that piece and hammer them down in here and weld them down in here. So we'll make them fit and make it look more factory once it's in there. And of course, this all gets covered up anyways, but I want to make it look as close to factory as possible. So we'll get the first section in there. It's a big job, and then we will work on the next section back where the seat area goes will be the next section, and I believe that is right. Punch the racket here. Right there, I believe is the next section. It does have some of the bends around this box area right here. So that'll be the next section to go in once we get the front section in. So we worked on that today, and then I'll take you around the other side. Okay, here we are over at the driver's side, and as you can see, we've done a lot of the same thing over here. The car was equally as bad on both sides, maybe a little bit more, a little bit worse on this side, of course, with the driver's feet sets. So we did peel all this up. We drilled all the spot welds out. I was able to peel this little rusty floor up, which some of it looked pretty good, but we have all the floors, so we're going to go ahead and replace most of it with all brand new sheet metal. So underneath the gas pedal is still really solid up there. I don't know if you can see it up there under the shadow, but underneath the gas pedal is real solid underneath there. So we're going to go ahead and just clean all that up really good, and we're going to bring the new floors in. But as you can see, this section right here was also donated out of a donor car, out of a 4-door donor car. So we added the rear section on right here, and I got some welds to grind down here yet. But overall, went in really nice. It's welded super solid right here. The bracing is really nice. I'm super happy with the way it turned out. So the next section over here will be the same way. We're going to work the passenger side, then jump to the driver's side, and keep working our way right on back in the floors and replacing things as needed. So real quick, guys, one of the things I wanted to add on the floors of the Plymouth, we talked about replacing the front braces, and we also have the back brace, which goes behind the two underneath the rear seat. We have brand new braces. You can see them right here sitting on the can right there. But anyways, the brace that doesn't exist, that nobody repops, is this second one right here. And this is right behind the front seat, okay? There is a body mount right there, and then you can see another cupped out mount right here, okay, which is not really a mount, just a cup there. But in the floor pan. So that cup is also in that brace. That brace right there is not reproduced in any way, shape, or form. Nobody remakes that brace. So we're going to save as much of that as absolutely possible. We do have several other of these cars here at the shop. So if for some reason this brace is bad, we're hoping that it's good on one of the 4-door cars that we have as a donor car. So we will replace it at that point. If it's bad, we'll know a lot more once we get some of this flooring off there and actually check what the braces are like. Cutting and grinding. Cutting and grinding. Beautiful. Now I'm going to do a little tap right there in the corner because it's not supposed to be like that. Give her a little BFH adjustment. That's not too bad. Here's what she needs. A little BFH. Looks good. Yeah. Time to test fit it. We got the front floorboard all tacked in, the very front one. I got to go through and press all this and plug weld everything here yet, and all these plug weld holes yet, but the tack welds are kind of roughly done around the outside edges. I got some shaping to do up here. Again, these wonderful replacement floor pans. They don't fit worth a crap. I mean, you got to modify everything, but you know what? That's part of body work, I guess. I mean, these seat brackets down here, you know, for the seat mounts, these are pretty nice. You know, these are really nice made. Love them. And this hole is supposed to be in the floor pan too. And as you can see, there's nothing. Let's take a quick walk on the other side and see what we got going on over there. This right here, part of the driver's floor here, obviously is going to be all cut out and replaced. We're going to try to do it probably back at the back of this foot thing right here, and then we are going to have to go ahead and put the whole driver's side of it in. And the aftermarket one is crap, as you guessed it. So remove the gas pedal today. Luckily, all the floor over there by the gas pedal is in good shape, so we can keep all of that section, thank goodness. And those holes, I tell you what, I mean, the bolts, 2 of the bolts broke off in the holes. So that's been an absolute nightmare, but I think I finally got it. I got it drilled out, I got it retapped, and the bolt screws in there just fine now. All right, time to do some grinding. Get back on this. Get these grinded down here where we got all these spot welds out of here. This is the Permatex rust treatment we used before. We're going to go ahead and use that again. We actually used it on quite a bit of the car. And it should stop it from any further rust developing. Alright, just let that sit for a little bit. Come back in a second coat, and I got a whole bunch of cleaning to do over on the driver's side, so I'm going to jump over there and start working on some of that. off there so much easier. And then I kind of went through with like a really fine grinding disc just to kind of sand the rest of it off. And I'll go over it again, smooth it all out before we paint it. This panel here, a lot of this is going to get cut out. We got a new panel coming for here. We had another misfit panel that did not fit with the crap that we had purchased, so we're gonna try a different one and see what happens. But I got the brace started to be sanded. I got the front of it to do yet. I did the top of it, not the final, but I did the top of it just to get some of the heavy off. That side over there is all chiseled too. You can't really tell right now because it's such a mess over there, but the driver's side's all done. Hold on a minute. Before we go any further, we need you to do one more thing before we go any further. We need you to take just 1 second and click that subscribe button right down there in the lower right. Do that real quick. We'll proceed with the video and all is good. So let's carry on and get back to work. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Well, you can see Christine's floors are looking a whole lot different now. We got the first front floor panel in. The whole floor has been, I want to say grinded, but it hasn't really been grinded. It's kind of just been like a 120 pad on there just to kind of get some of the surface stuff off. After I got all the tar off, I just wanted to scuff some of the primer off and just do a light scuffing on it. So this is the tab right here for a really poorly made floor pan that's supposed to go here in this next section. Didn't like it at all whatsoever. So I found these other ones online, which I found these. People online, some people like them, some people hate them, but I see a lot of people use them, and they do have the factory seat part already pre-bent in with the factory holes here. I'm probably not going to use, I'll probably cut it off along here because that section of my floor is good yet on the original floor. So I'll probably just use the under the seat part right here because it's the closest to the factory, and I don't have to do all of the fabricating to try to get this stupid 4-piece rectangle to line up. Yeah, so anyway, so the floor piece that covers right like the toe board there type of thing, the factory piece, the ones you can get aftermarket, I have not found one of them yet that looks anywhere near remotely close to what the factory one is. I'm going to show you real quick. Okay, first of all, this is a factory one, and I kind of get this clamped up. But this is the factory one we're looking at right here. This is mine that was bad. You can see all the rust holes in mine. It's pitted really bad, rotted through, got big holes in it, which is a shame because like the rest of it up here really rock solid. You know, this over here is not too bad. It's got a few holes in it type of thing, but this is pretty bad all throughout the middle and the toe board. But yeah, anyways. So I'm in the process right now of making a template of this because I do plan to make one of these for my car out of 18 gauge steel and make it really, really nice and make it exact to the factory with all these cuts around here. Now this is the factory one, like I said, and let me show you the aftermarket one. This is what you get aftermarket. That's what I said. What the hell is that? Okay, this is the two together, if you can kind of see them. Don't really look nothing alike that I can tell. And when you look at the two tops, you know, this bottom one goes around the steering column, and this one, yeah, well, I have no idea what it's for. You look at the cuts on this, just not good. Not good. And you can see the bend too. I mean, look at the curve in this. You see the curve on that? Okay. Check out the curve in this factory one. Big difference. Big difference. So I'm going to make myself one of these. If it turns out nice, maybe I will have a couple that I end up getting rid of to help you guys out if you don't want to make your own. wanted to show you the new floor here. This is what we have for the piece. It's going to go in here, and this will slide back. This has actually all been cleaned and rust proof. This piece here will slide back and tack right along here on the brace for here. So we do have this all cleaned up, ready to go, and this is the new floor piece, like I said, that's going to go in here like that, making it so much better. So much better. So that's all tacked in. We're going to go ahead and take a walk around to the other side now, and I'll show you some of the things we got going on over on that side. Okay, so here we are now on the driver's side, and again we have the same floor piece here that'll go like this on the brace. Now you can see this brace on this side is pretty well gone. However, underneath the car, the brace is good right back about in this area back here. So we're going to cut this brace off from right here this way. And I'll show you in a minute the new braces that we have for that. Even though they don't repop these, I'll show you what we did. So again, this piece here, this indentation right here will sit where that indentation was. So roughly about in there, pretty close. And again, this has got to be notched out here, but I want to bring you up here to the front toe board, show you what we did. Now you can see a lot of this was in pretty bad shape up here, and again, this piece is just tacked in here for right now. We got it all cleaned up on the edge right here, so we went ahead and B-rolled all this right here like it is supposed to be from the factory. This will be pushed down, and it'll be, you know, we have it B-rolled already like it should be from the factory, because the toe board has to fit in there. And this is where we B-rolled it in with the new piece. And we got the holes marked here where the holes have got to be drilled for the toe board to go in. This has got to be all welded down yet. We don't have this welded down yet. It's just kind of tack welded in place for right now. I'm going to go ahead and grab the toe board piece and bring it in. All right, I'm hoping you guys can pick that up on camera. This is the new toe board piece that we made to fit. The new one that we made. And if we shove it up underneath the brace, underneath the collar up there for the steering, you can see it fits really nice, just the way it's supposed to. It fits all up around the steering column. We have all the holes marked in the underside of this as well, so we can go ahead and drill all the holes in it to mount that down. And yeah, so it'll be like factory floor there. Gonna hold that down, see if I can grab the camera and bring you guys in. Okay, I hope you guys can see that all right, but as I shove this up in there where it's gonna go, just like that. Hope you can see that it lines up really nice right here with all the factory indentions right where it's supposed to be. So now they're going nice along that edge, and you can see it along this edge as well. Toe pan lines up real nice, and I just got to shove it up a little higher around the collar up in there, but you can see that up in there. All fits really good. I'm super happy with the way that that turned out. So that's kind of the toe board for right now. So I'm gonna walk away from that right now and show you something else that we did with the back braces. I'm gonna show you real quick what we did with these braces, because like I said before, these braces are not reproduced. Let's show you what we did with ours. Okay, so we're back over on the passenger side, this hole. This particular brace, like I said, these are not reproduced, and you can see the very end of this brace was bad. We had to cut it off. They were mounted to the inner rocker. So what I did is I took another piece. I ordered some from California, cut out of a car in California, and they were just not in that good a shape. This is the brace I got from California, and brought this in. Now you can see a lot of this has a lot of holes in it. There's a lot of really fine holes in this brace that as I blasted it and stuff and cleaned it, it just really started opening up. You can see a lot of the holes in this brace, and I'm like, well, I really don't want to patch all that. So what I did is I just needed the very end of it. So I took the brace, flipped it around, so now I have the other part here, and I made my own end for it. So what I'm going to do now is just cut this off right here, weld it onto the brace, and basically just reconnect this all just like that. So I'll just cut off what I need, and I'm good to go. I have my new brace on there, weld it on there, good to go. So the other end will get cut off and tossed out. But made my own end right there, got that done. So then let's go on to the driver's side and check that again. Okay, like I said before, this brace is bad all the way from the inner rocker all the way back almost to the second hole. So underneath the car, it's bad up into here, about in this area here actually. So what I did again is to take the brace from California, I flipped it around, used that end of the brace, and now all I got to do is drill a hole. I flipped it around. These holes are perfectly spaced apart. That will go there like that, just like that. And I'll cut this brace off right in here, weld it onto the existing brace that's there, that's in fine shape, and go from there. But you can see I made my own end on the brace. It's all welded up nice, just where it's supposed to be. And that will go right against the inner rocker, just like that, and provide a nice, super solid floor brace right there for the back. So that's in, it'll be sunk down once it's cut out, obviously, and that'll get welded right up to the inner rocker. So then we can start working on the next piece of metal, which will be right back here. We'll replace what needs to be replaced there. Then we're going to jump in and replace some of the stuff under the back seat that was bad back here. But we're getting closer to getting the floors all done. It's a lot of work, but it's come along nicely. We're very happy with the progress we're making on it. We got some nice new braces for the back, and super excited about that. All right, guys, so there you have it. There's the latest of the floor updates with Christine and how the project's coming along. We're super stoked about it. We can't wait to get the rest of the stuff all welded in there permanently, get the braces fixed, move on to getting the rest of the floors finished in the car, and move on to repair some of the other areas that need repair. Then we can make some more progress on this thing, get the thing on rotisserie, start attacking the bottom of the car instead of the top. That would sure be nice. So feel free to drop that and comment down below. We really appreciate communicating with you guys, and hope you guys enjoy what you're seeing here on the project, and hope you guys are enjoying the progress that we're making on it. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. We appreciate it. Click the like and subscribe on the video, and we will see you in the next episode for some more updates on the Christine project. We'll talk to you soon, guys. Take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and we'll talk to you soon. We love you.
They're here and they're freaking cool.
Now is your chance to sport your very own Street Freaks Garage gear.
With hoodies, t-shirts, red cap shop shirts, and the very cool old school red cap club jacket.
Hoodies and tees available in both black and lime green.
Beanies and caps are coming in soon, and don't forget, you get a free decal with each and every Street Freaks item ordered.
Isn't it time to get your freak on? Order yours now.